Hey everybody, it's Safi and Marco. Dish Out on Movies, the only movie review show on YouTube to review movies in terms of food. It's just Marco here once again, and originally today we were going to rank all the holidays from worst to best. And if you'd still like to see that video, then let me know, because I thought it was an interesting idea and fun idea where like we wouldn't have to do very much work. But Safi just said it's a stupid idea. But like I told her there were like 9 spots that she could have filled with a movie that she wanted, but then she chose not to. So, I had to fill all the spots with something, and I felt like ranking all the holidays might be fun. I'd really like to do that anyway, so, maybe I'll still do that in a couple days or something, whenever there's time. So I am actually here to do something that I am going to be doing next weekend as well. You see, I thought it would be a very fun idea to do a fuck, marry, kill tournament with the characters of American Horror Story. The female characters, that is, because I don't swing that way. But if there's anyone out there who'd like to do a video tournament where you do fuck, marry, kill American Horror Story, all the male characters, then feel free to do so, because, I have nothing against that. It's just that it would be really hard for me to do that, because I would be like, I don't know, kill all the bad ones and then just be friends with the rest of them. Like, that's what I would do. Just be friends. So it would be friend, kill, or friend, kill, or friend, kill. Whatever. So I managed to find 60 characters for the first half of the show. So this is only seasons 1 through 6. And then next year, after we finish the last couple seasons that we need to finish, I will be doing the second half of this tournament, and then we will have a finale where whoever wins gets a imaginary prize. And yeah, let's see who wins the whole thing. If there's any surprises, and if you guys have any comments that you'd like to make about who you would pick to fuck, marry, and kill from each of these pairings, because there are 20 pairings here, and it was kind of hard a couple of times, but since there's a lot of like bad characters, it was kind of easier at the same time. So I think that the next round will be a lot harder. So the first round is Myrtle Snow from season 3, Misty Day from season 3, and Dr. Alex Lowe from season 5. Now, Myrtle Snow, she is kind of a backstabber. She's kind of weird. She is what I called an aesthetic character, where it seemed like the only reason why they created her character was so that they could have a crazy redheaded witch woman on the show that people could post art on Tumblr of that character and be like, oh, I want to look like Myrtle Snow for Halloween. And I really didn't like her character very much, so I would kill her. Misty, surprisingly, I would marry Misty because she could come back to life. She could bring you back to life if you died. And she's really beautiful. She seems like a really nice person. And all she really wants to do is just hang out and just have fun and live life. Like, that's all that she wants to do. And, she likes to live in the swamp, and she can get you alligator to eat or whatever, and swamp vegetables and shit. There's no such thing as swamp vegetables, is there? But, she could get you anything, and I feel like, even though she is a little bit possessive, I guess, I'd really like to marry her out of these 3 for sure. And then the last one, Dr. Alex Lowe. I was not a fan of this character. She was not a very good person. But it is Chloe Sevigny who's really beautiful, so I would just fuck her and not marry her, though. And I don't feel like anything bad would happen, too, so that's why I didn't choose to kill her, because honestly, like, she is a very bad character, just like Myrtle Snow. Like, they are both pretty bad characters. Next up, we have the Countess from Season 5, Vivian from Season 1, and Nora from Season 1. Now, the Countess, I think that you guys all know what I would do. I would marry the Countess easily. Easily. As soon as I typed in the Countess, I was like, whoever she's paired with, I'm marrying her. I don't give a fuck. Vivian, though... Oh, Vivian. You know, I think that there's a reason why this actress hasn't been in any other season of the show, and it's because she really didn't fit. Her character felt like a character in a soap opera, and she was just really, like, unlikable and really just, ugh. You know, there was nothing about her that I liked, I think. Because she was forgiving to her husband, but then by the end of the season, she didn't forgive him again, and then she just said, F you, and I don't know, I didn't like her. There was something about her that was just like, ugh. So I'd kill her, marry the Countess. I mean, the Countess is so incredible, like, in every way, shape, or form. She could make you immortal. She's got a kid named Bartholomew, which is fucking bizarre, and she's sexy as hell, so I'd marry her. But then Nora, I would just have sex with Nora Montgomery, because she was kind of crazy too. There's nothing really about her that sticks out other than the actress is really pretty, and any character that she plays is going to get more points because she's really pretty no matter what. Next up, we have Monet from Season 6, Hypodermic Sally from Season 5, and the Madame Delphine LaLaurie from Season 3. Monet, I would just have sex with her because she was kind of like a weak, like just a cliche Hollywood alcoholic actress. There was nothing much about her that screamed like she would be a good person to be around all the time. But it is Angela Bassett, so, you know, that gave her points. Hypodermic Sally, I would marry her because she just seems like someone who needed a purpose. Like, the whole season she wanted to be with that awful Nick guy. Was that his name? Nick? In the hotel, the fucking shitty-ass main character who sucked, and it was like the worst part about the whole season. She wanted to be with him, and I felt like, man, it actually would be really, really nice, like, if you get stuck with this Hypodermic Sally character for all eternity in this hotel, and you could just hang out with her all the time and just, like, not really worry about anything because your ghost's hanging out, being together, doing whatever you want. Like, I wouldn't mind that at all. So that was like an easy choice for me, and I think that she's going to go very far in this competition. Even though she's kind of like an edgelord, I don't know, there's just something about her where she's like that stuffed animal that you had as a kid and you still have it as an adult. For some reason, like, you know, and because like a lot of stuffed animals you get rid of, you know, I got rid of a lot of them because I let Safi sell them, but there's a couple that I kept, like a Kipper and Dracula, and those are like my favorites, and I'll never get rid of those. Unlike stupid Andy in Toy Story 3, what a fucking idiot. He gave away Woody, and then Bonnie abuses him and fucking abandons him at the carnival. Like, what a piece of shit. Like, they said, Tim Allen said that he hopes that Toy Story 5 is going to be Andy getting all his toys back from Bonnie. And I really hope that's the case, because she deserves to get slapped for how she treated Woody and how she just treated him like trash because he was a quote-unquote boy toy. And that's not coming from me. That's coming from the people who made the shitty Toy Story 4. And they said that girls only play with girl toys and boys only play with boys' toys. So she's got to treat Woody like shit because she wants to play with Forky. And like, okay, why did I get into that tangent? You guys see how angry Toy Story 4 still makes me, though? But anyways, the Madame Delphine, there is no question that I would kill that bitch. Like, what a racist piece of crap she was. Like, even though she tried to redeem herself, they ruined her character and they made it to where she just stopped and then she went back to her old ways again. And yeah, I would kill her ASAP so that she would not start, like, killing people around me or torture me to death. Like, what she did to people was horrifying. And, yeah. Next up, you have Marcy the real estate agent from Season 1, Madison Montgomery from Season 3, and Lana Winters' wife from Season 2. This was a really tough pairing here because I wouldn't really want to be with any of these three for a variety of reasons. Marcy the real estate agent, I don't remember a single thing about her, so I would kill her immediately, because if I don't remember anything about her, then that means that she leaves no impression on me, and if you don't leave an impression on me, then why the hell would I want to spend eternity with you? You know, like, that would be like, oh, hey, that random person that I met that one time, oh, I'd like to marry them. Like, no. Madison Montgomery, though, this character is what all teenage girls aspired to be when they saw this show. And that's what really bothered me about her, was the fact that, like, this show made being a mean girl cool. Because even though this girl was like the ultimate mean girl biatch who was evil, and, you know, she, in real life, she'd be a real shithead person to be around, they gave her all these, like, little brownie points. Like, in the first episode, she gets gang raped, and then and then after that, she has, like, the heart problem, and then she gets killed and betrayed and comes back, and I was like, they really did, like, their best effort to make this mean girl likable, and I still don't like her. But the thing is, out of this trio here, I would marry her because she is a famous actress, and if you married her, then, you know, well, let's just say, just for me, I could put her in a movie of mine, and, you know, maybe if she was smart, she would be in it. And then it would just be cool to, like, I don't know, whatever. It'd just be fun, but I really am not a fan of her character either, unfortunately. And it also felt like the actress, it just was so easy for her to play a mean girl. Like, she really didn't have to do very much acting. She is an iconic character, though. I won't deny that, you know. It's just that I also think if you married her, she'd probably divorce you at some point. You know, because she's so damaged, and you know, that's the key word here, damaged. You know, she had that whole monologue about how life is so hard for her, and how it just, everything is so hard for Madison Montgomery. Ugh. And so, you know, at one point in the marriage, she would definitely start cheating on you and then divorce you. And then you'd be known as the guy who got divorced with Madison Montgomery, and it's like, ugh. But I had to marry her, unfortunately. I'm stuck with her. I don't want to be stuck with her at all. Finally, we have Lana's girlfriend, or Lana's wife, whatever she is. Ugh. I just put to screw her. I mean, she is lesbian, but I didn't really have a choice here. So, that's... I mean, there's really nothing about her character either. I mean, she was hardly in the fucking show. But she was a character, so I had to put her there. And, you know, she's fine looking, I guess, but I was really not crazy about this trio. I was hoping that, you know, there'd be a little bit better of a trio than this to choose from. Next up, you have I'm a Wiggles from Season 4. You have Bonnie, the kidnapped girl from Season 4. And you have the witch from Season 6. Right off the bat, I would kill the hell out of I'm a Wiggles. I mean, number one, she's going to eat all the food in the house because she's so gigantic. I mean, she is gigantic to the point of where she is in a freak show. She's not just like, you know, like me, where it's just like a normal looking person, but like she is like so large that she is going to eat every single thing in the entire house within like a day or even before then. And so like I had to kill her because just for the sake of saving money on groceries, because you know, groceries are very expensive right now and I really can't afford to feed I'm a Wiggles. And she was also a really trash character too. Like, what did her character really do in Season 4? Like, she had pity sex with the lobster boy at one point. Like, that's literally all her character did. And then she ate. She ate. That's all she did. Next up, I would marry Bonnie. Because she just seemed like a normal person. Like, she got kidnapped by Twisty the Clown. And she just seemed like a nice and pretty, beautiful, like 1950s or 40s, whatever, woman who, you know, got kidnapped. And it's like, oh, that's really sad. And I also feel like she did a good job in protecting the kid, I believe, from what I remember. She did a good job with that and getting him out of the forest. So... Or wait, did she get killed? I can't remember now. No, I thought she survived. She definitely survived. But I would marry her just because she's the most safe choice out of these three. And then the witch, played by Lady Gaga, I would have sex with her. At the same time, I can't ignore the fact that in this series... This is something funny that I didn't mention with Safi, and I wanted to talk about with you guys. So this character, her name is Scat Cha, and it is just hilarious because she has scat in her name, and her character literally looks like she's covered in scat, and she's covered in shit. It's like... Like, why is this witch just randomly covered in shit? Like, what is it with that? It's like, is it some sort of, like, because she's like a, what did they call her? The dirty witch or something? Or the woods witch or something? Like, what did they call her? Some kind of witch, but her name is Scott Cha. And so if she's really covered in shit, then, I mean, that's really tough, man. I mean, what do I do with that? I mean, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. You got a woman who can't stop eating, and then you got a woman who rubs shit all over her face. Like, that is the ultimate, conundrum. Like, you can't... Of course, who knows? It's probably not shit. It's probably just dirt. But we're never really shown her rubbing the dirt on her face. And her hair looks nasty, too. I mean, it looks like she hasn't washed her hair for 1,000 years. I mean, but at the same time, like, she is a witch. So she could pretty herself up and make herself look like she's just Lady Gaga with red hair or whatever. And then I'd be like, yeah. And I also feel like, remember how she gave Lee the heart and then Lee took a bite out of it and got superpowers? I feel like Scat Cha would have like the ultimate aphrodisiac kind of like thing that she could give you. Like maybe she could give you like an organ and you could bite into it and then you could have like superpower sex. Like that would be really nice, honestly. And so the next one is, I had to just text Safi because Safi wanted me to do something. And I'm like, I'm doing tomorrow's video and getting it over with ahead of time. You know, the smart thing to do. Next up, we have Regina from Season 4, Natasha Rambova from Season 5, and Marie fucking Laveau from Season 3. I would kill Regina from Season 4 because there really wasn't much to her besides the fact that, like, they really wanted to bring that actress back, and it didn't really seem like they could, like, I don't know, because she really isn't that great of an actress, so they really couldn't, like, write a new character for her except, like, this random, like, side character. And she basically played kind of like the same character, except she was a little bit more quiet. And there's just nothing to her. I guess the fact that she was a good person and she tried to get Dandy arrested, that was a good thing. But at the same time, the other two choices here are just a little bit better, honestly, because you got... What's this actress's name that played Natasha? I can't remember. Is it Alexandria Daddario? Is that her name? Yeah, it is. I would have sex with her. She's like a... And it's not her as an actress. Like, I think the actress is easily like an A+, 10 out of 10. But, like, the character, she's kind of boring looking. She kind of looks like a boring girl who, like, dressed up for, like, a 1920s costume party. And her character wasn't really that good either. And she was kind of a biatch. And so I would just have sex with her and get it over with. And because, I mean, come on, Marie Laveau, I would obviously marry her. Like, seriously, like, hell yes. She was powerful. She was a goddess. She's one of the most beautiful characters in the whole series. She was fucking awesome. There would be no hesitation in marrying her. No hesitation at all. None. Even though she sold her soul to some demon person. I can't remember. What was that guy's name? I can't even remember. But, like, that was a stupid thing, and maybe that will come back to bite this character in the ass in round 2 when I go through the next pairings. Next up, we have Ramona Royale from Season 5, Hazel Evers from Season 5, and Lee Harris, the real-life version from Season 6. I would kill Ramona Royale. Unfortunately, because this is also Angela Bassett, and this pairing was probably the hardest out of all the pairings. Like, it was the only one where I genuinely struggled to pick who I would marry and kill and have sex with. I just feel like Ramona Royale, she's really hell-bent on revenge, and she's a vampire too, and so, like, even though it would be cool to be immortal, at the same time, like, she's got to feed all the time, so that's going to lead to problems too, unless we get a farm, and then she can feed from, like, cows or something, like in Return to Salem's Lot when they did that. That was an awesome movie. I would marry Hazel Evers, the hotel maid, because she really seemed like a good person who just, like, wanted to be with James Patrick March. And she really seemed like somebody who would be good to marry, because she was like a real, like, good, like, just, she wanted to take care of people. And she was very, very nice, and she just wanted to talk to anybody. Like, she talked to Nick, which was like a miracle, because who the fuck would want to talk to that guy? That character, that evil guy. She's very forgiving. Like, she would be a real catch. Like, even though she's not the prettiest person on this list, like, I'd much rather marry her than marry, like, somebody who looks good but is, like, a flawed character. And finally, Lee Harris, the real-life version, I would fuck her. Because, like, I was gonna marry her, honestly. Like, I really wanted to. Because I think the actress is really pretty. And I think that she's actually, like, a great actress. But her character was a crazy person. She was a former alcoholic. And she was crazy. I mean, she killed people. She killed her ex-husband. And then, like, she's just like, I'm sorry about that, Flora. Sorry. She never really gives, like, a legitimate reason for killing him either. Like, she killed him in such a way that she was trying to make it look like the butcher killed him. And I just feel like, she's crazy. She's really crazy. Unfortunately, because, I really do like her. And so that's why I chose to have sex with her instead of Ramona Royale. So, yeah. Yeah. That's sad. I'm sad about it too, guys. Like, I know that you're sad that Lee got taken out this early. I am sad as hell. Next, we have Queenie from Season 3. Pepper's relative from Season 4. The one who blamed her for killing their baby. And then the killer nurse sister. So this was by far the worst pairing. Or maybe the second worst. Like, because you have three horrible, horrible people. You have Queenie, who's an obnoxious character who betrays the entire Coven, and then they just are supposed to forgive her for some reason, and then she's, like, killing people for Marie, and she's really, really dumb. She goes to the hotel in Season 5, the Hotel Cortez. That was an idiotic thing to do. There's just no end to how stupid she is, so I would kill her. I would have sex with Pepper's relative reluctantly. Because, you know why? While I would have sex with Pepper's relative, I would kill Pepper's relative. This disgusting, evil, cold-hearted person who blamed Pepper so that she could be put away in the asylum. I would take the opportunity while I'm just going, on top of her. You know what I would do? I'd reach under the mattress, and under the mattress there is a giant shotgun. And I would be like, Pepper says hello. Sorry, I know that really doesn't count because I also said I would kill her, but I am not going to let you guys think that I am, like, okay with this person. Like, I hate this person so badly. She's so evil, I fucking hate her. And lastly, we have the Killer Nurse Sisters, who I got stuck with by default to marry them. And, that's scary. I don't want to think about what that would be like. Like, that is really creepy. Like, I guess it's kind of cool because I'm marrying two. So, I mean, every night would be a new adventure. But, like, I mean, what would that be like? Like, I just sit there and watch them kill people and then paint letters on the wall? Like, get a new hobby, people. So that's... You guys know that they will be eliminated from the competition sooner rather than later. I am not going to just keep them forever, because, I mean, they're bad. They're really bad. Next up is Agnes from Season 6. I didn't look up that character. Emma Roberts from Season 4. I don't know her character's name. I guess Maggie. Maggie from Season 4. And then the Butcher from Season 6. So Agnes from Season 6, I would have sex with her reluctantly, because I feel like she is another crazy person. But she is a really committed method actress. So I feel like if I told her, you gotta pretend like you're Winona Ryder while we're doing it, I feel like Agnes would somehow be able to convince me that she was Winona Ryder. And just for that, I'll give her a whirl. And then Maggie from Season 4, I would marry the shit out of her. I mean, this is my favorite Emma Roberts character. She is so likable and she is so nice. And even though she's working for Stanley and, he's evil, she really doesn't want to do it anymore, and she wants to quit and betray him and, save the freaks. And I really, really liked her character a lot. She seemed like a really nice person, and I loved her character. Like, I really, really liked her. I was so pissed off that they killed her off. And lastly, I would obviously kill the hell out of the Butcher from Season 6. I mean, come on. Come on. That character is pure evil. All she does is kill people. You never even get to hear her talk in the second half of the show. Because she just wants to kill. She's done talking. And it's like, I'm staying away from that. Except to kill her. Because in this game, I have the ability to kill her, unlike all these other people on the show. Next up, we have Lana Winters from Season 2, Sister Jude from Season 2, and Constance from Season 1. Now, easily, I would kill Lana Winters. No hesitation. She has evaded death too many times. Her character sucks. She was annoying. She was like a stereotype journalist character. She was evil the way that she treated her son. And she abandoned him and made him turn into a serial killer. F that biatch. And next up, you have Sister Jude. I would marry Sister Jude because she is Jessica Lange. As we all know, Jessica Lange is a vanilla cupcake. And Sister Jude is going to be my vanilla cupcake because Sister Jude, she seems like a really damaged person that, you could just, enjoy the ride, comforting her and role-playing, because she could, because at the end, she is not Sister Jude anymore. So at the end, you could, role play, and she could put on the nun's robe again, the whole outfit, and she could be like, you've been a bad boy today, and you sinned, and I would be like, yeah, I know. Let's get going, and also let's have some spaghetti while we're at it, and then I'd help her make spaghetti. No, I'd just make it myself because I don't trust anyone to make good spaghetti. I kind of do, but I know that they're not going to make it as good as I could, so, yeah. Lastly is Constance. I would have sex with her. I mean, it's Jessica Lange once again, so that's an automatic, thumbs up for me. But this character's kind of evil. I mean, we never really find out why she's evil in season 1. I know that she comes back in Apocalypse, but in season 1, she's just kind of there, it seems, to cause chaos. And she's just kind of there to, cause trouble and to be mischievous and to interfere and to, poison cupcakes and all that kind of shit. And she was really mean, too, to that guy with the burned face. So, yeah, I'm really not a fan of her character, but, well, in terms of her as a person, I did like her character. Watching her character, but I didn't like her as a person. So I would just have sex with her one time and then leave her on the side of the road and say, go back to Murder House, Constance. I'm going over to the Freakshow so I can be with Elsa Mars. And next up we have Desiree from Season 4, Pepper from Season 4, and Eileen Wuornos from Season 5. I would marry Desiree because this pairing is really not very good. And Desiree, she's got 3 boobs. And she's also got a huge lady part. And I don't know. She's something different. It's still Angela Bassett, so that's another thing. I mean, if this wasn't Angela Bassett, it would obviously be a huge downgrade, but it's Angela Bassett with 3 boobs and also a gigantic lady part, and there's also something else that's implied, but I'm not going to say, but actually, no. Because, no, actually, never mind. No, but she's really not much of a character, though. I mean, her character never really does much except for have romance problems. And I would kill Pepper because, I don't know, it doesn't really seem like you could have much of a relationship with her. Eileen Wuornos from Season 5, I would have sex with her. Reluctantly, because I feel listen, all that's going to happen in this hotel, if you have sex with Eileen Wuornos, let's say that she kills you, because, listen, she didn't kill every person that she ever slept with. So, there's that. And obviously, I wouldn't, do anything bad to her like all the other people did in her life that led up to her becoming a killer. But let's say that she did kill me. Well, if she killed me in the hotel after we just did it, guess what I could do? I could just go right up to Hypodermic Sally and be like, hey, Sally, what's going on? Or I could go up to the hotel maid and be like, hey, Hazel, what's going on? So really, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Honestly. Next up, we're almost done here. We're getting close. See, this is 60 characters. I mean, this is a lot of characters, guys. Next up is Penny from Season 4. Mama Polk from season 6, and Fiona Good from season 3. I would hook up with Penny from season 4 reluctantly, because Penny was weird. She really seems like that she's meant for that other guy. So, like, but she was really pretty, but her character really wasn't that well defined. And then, obviously, they ruin her and they tattoo her face and make her into the lizard woman. And honestly, she looks terrible. She looks awful. And it's really terrible that happened to her. And so I would just hook up with her and let that be done. Because, I mean, oh yeah, that's another thing. Like, when she went to the freak show, didn't, like, they all sleep with her? And they took the video of it and they showed it to her? Like, ew. So I guess, like, ew, gross. Actually, ugh. I'm really stuck between a rock and a hard place here. You got a disgusting, gross cannibal woman who's from incest, and then you got this woman who got turned out at the freak show. Oh, ew, she won't be making it into another round. And then obviously Mama Polk, I would kill her. I mean, she's pure evil. She's a cannibal. I mean, that's over the line. It's one thing if you're a killer. It's another thing if you're a cannibal killer, and if you're an incest person. And lastly, we have Fiona Good. Obviously, I would marry her. She's another Jessica Lange character. She's got powers. Got lots of powers here. Even though her character is pretty evil, she proves to be very subservient in the second half of the season. I mean, it was so shitty. Like, in the first half, she was like this strong female character. But then in the second half, she just became Axeman's bitch. And then, like, she was even trapped for all eternity in that naughty pine house with him. And so I feel like I could do the same thing. Like, if I were the Axeman and I could trap her in that house and she'd be stuck there for all eternity, I'd be really happy with that. Having fish all the time, too, like a nice fish fry with almonds and lemon juice and butter and rice and broccoli, like, hell yeah. Even though it's the afterlife, you still gotta eat healthy sometimes. You gotta eat your greens. Next up, we have Cordelia from Season 3, Betty and Dot from Season 4, and Dora from Season 4. I would marry Cordelia from Season 3 because she is also a witch. She seemed like a really good person, even though she was pretty retarded. I mean, she kept on, like, stabbing her eyes out. She after she gained her eyesight back, she stabbed her eyes out again so that she could get psychic powers. I mean, that is just stupid beyond anything. I mean, that whole season was kind of stupid, but, you know, that was one of the many stupid things. I just really felt sorry for her character, too. You know, she seemed like a really nice partner, but she couldn't make a baby, and that was her big flaw. But obviously, she won't make it very far into this competition. I mean, if she can't even make a baby, I mean, that's a huge, like, turn off for, like, a young man. Well, actually, no. Well, didn't she not want to adopt, like, and he wanted to, but she was like, no! I can't remember. But if she wanted to adopt, then I guess that's fine. Next up, I would have sex with Betty and Dot because they're twins. I mean, that's a automatic. Like, at least you got to do that with them. No matter how bad they are, no matter how kind of weird they are, they're kind of like hick country girls, and they're fine. They seemed like they were caring. kind of... I really hope that they don't poison me, though, or whatever, like they did with Dandy, where they drugged him and everything. Like, I would be kind of intimidated by them. So that's why I just want to take them to Pound Town and get it done. Next up, I would kill Dora, unfortunately. Even though I really like the fact that she told off Dandy. Just by this pairing, I had to kill her. I had to. There was no other option. Next up, we have Grace from Season 2, Elsa Mars from Season 4, and the neighbor's mom from Season 3. I would marry Grace. Wait a second. No, I want to marry Jessica Lange. No, sorry guys, I'm switching it around because obviously I like my vanilla cupcakes. I would have sex with Grace. And so Grace, she's French, and so let's move on. Elsa Mars, I would marry her because she was badass. Okay, like she was a real badass. Like she did what she had to do. She was a fetish person, a fetish like sex worker for the Nazis, and then she got her legs cut off tragically, and I just feel like she is just like a real badass character, and I really like her as a person, and I really like the fact that she just, after all the freaks turned on her, she just said, fuck you guys, and she left them and said, bye-bye, you guys can be with Dandy now. And then I really felt bad for her when she was in Hollywood, and she ended up losing everything because they saw that awful video of her getting her legs cut off. And also she's like a classic like German woman too. And I feel like a classic German woman would have a nice classic German recipe for like a strudel of some kind. And so, yes, I am saying that I will marry her just for her strudel. And finally, the neighbor's mom. I mean, I would kill her easily. I mean, come on. She was abusive. She was evil. Even though she is kind of pretty, she is evil. Next up, we have Sister Mary from Season 2, the European Girls from Season 5, and the Angel of Death from Season 2. I would marry Sister Mary because she seemed like a really nice, good-hearted person, even though she's really, really religious, which she would probably be turned off by somebody who's not as religious as her. I would want to marry her because she was just a really good person. And, I felt really bad when she got possessed by Satan. And I would have sex with the European girls. They're kind of dumb and dim-witted. And, as ghosts, basically all that they're going to do is have sex with people and then kill them. That's what their purpose is as ghosts. So I guess I'd just have sex with them and talk about Fast and the Furious because they're, like, weirdos. They're, like, they're really, like, superficial, too. And then after that, if they killed me, I'd walk right up to Hypodermic Sally and say, hey, Sally, how's it going? And so, lastly, I would kill the Angel of Death, obviously, because if you even kiss the Angel of Death, you're going to die. So that's like a no-brainer. I mean, if you choose to marry her, then you're really, really strange. Probably a Tumblr fanfiction writer. Next up, we have Shelley from Season 2, Moira, the old maid from Season 1, and the influencer girl from Season 6. I would have sex with Shelley, I guess. I mean, I can hardly remember anything about her character other than I think she was like a rapist or something, because didn't she like rape Lana or something? I can't remember. But she died, and she was kind of trash, but, like, she is Chloe Sevigny, so, that gets her points. I would kill Moira as an old maid, because I feel like, even though she's really, really smart, and she is actually, like, a good person, I feel like she's kind of vengeful, and she's stuck living in the murder house as a ghost. So, like, I don't want to live in the murder house myself, so fuck that. But it's kind of unfortunate, I would have put her higher if she wasn't stuck to murder house. But then again, Tate was magically able to walk wherever he wanted and go wherever he wanted, even though he was supposedly stuck there too. So, who knows? The writers could probably, magically have a way for me to be with her somehow. You know that they could, because they don't follow any rules when they write. And the influencer girl, she's dumb as rocks. I would marry her, though, reluctantly. What I would probably do is marry her, and then for our anniversary, after I milked her for a couple of months. Oh, God, that sounds bad. I'm not saying literally milk her for months. That's not possible. That'd be pretty bad. No, after I milk being with her for a year, on our anniversary, I would take her to Roanoke, and I would say, you know what, I put up with your stupid feminazi ramblings long enough. Bye-bye. And then I'd shove her out of the car and drop her off, and I'd leave. And then she would be dead. Because, like, I really didn't like her. She was so stupid to go back to Roanoke. And, so, yeah, I'm just not a fan of that. Next up is Billy Dean Howard from Season 1, Alma from Season 2, and Shelby, the real-life one from Season 6. I would have sex with Billy Dean. Oh, wait, no! Why the fuck did I do that? No. I will kill Billy Dean, because she is a fake and she is a phony. She's a fraud. I will marry Alma. No. Or, wait. Oh, now I remember. Okay. I will have... Wait. Billy Dean was actually a real psychic, Wait. Because remember, in Season 1, they made it seem like she was a phony. But then in Season 5, she was able to talk to the ghosts. So, okay, I will have sex with Billy Dean, because maybe she could help me talk to ghosts that I want to talk to. And yeah, I mean, Sarah Paulson's a very beautiful woman. So, and then Alma, I would marry her because she seemed like a really nice person. There was nothing really wrong with her. Like, she's one of the few characters of the whole series who doesn't, like, have a screw loose. Like, she just seems like an all-around, like, a good person to be with. And she was very accepting of her husband being with Grace as well. But that whole... that storyline was stupid as shit. So, yeah. And she's pretty. And lastly, I would kill the real-life Shelby, even though it is the lovely actress Lily Rabe. I really think that this character is somebody that you would not want to be with, because she ended up having an affair with that actor, and then she also killed her husband. And I feel like her first instinct was to kill him. And, I would be scared to be with her. And also, she had an affair. So, those are two huge red flags. And we have 3 more pairings. Oh, this is going to be an hour long. I can't believe it. Okay. Next up is Dandy's mom from season 4. Audrey from season 6. Oh, yeah. Iris from season 5. I would kill Dandy's mom. I mean, she is crazy. She is evil, kind of. She's weird. And she's not as good as the other 2 characters. I would marry the hell out of Audrey. I mean, she might be my favorite person on this list so far. Just first impressions, I haven't really gotten into the pairings yet of, like, the next round. But, like, just from this whole list, I mean, I really, really like her. She was a great actress. She had a really cute and funny British accent. She was really smart. She managed to survive, like, right up until the last second when she got killed. And the last thing that she did, I didn't blame her for doing that. So I would marry her for sure. And she likes to date younger guys, so, that would be another indication that, it would be a smart choice for me to be like, hell yeah. And lastly, Iris, I would hook up with her. Because she seemed like another good person who, she was just stuck doing the Countess's bidding. And I like the fact that she was willing to do anything for her son until it came down to it and she realized that he was really irredeemable. And I like the fact that she tried to kill the Countess, and then even after her son betrayed her, she still carried his body down and outside the hotel so that he would not get stuck in the hotel with her. So, she's kind of nice. I wouldn't mind hooking up with her and, I don't know, watching The Office or something because she was in The Office. So next up we have Zoe from season 3, the assistant woman from season 6, and Black Dahlia from season 1. Zoe, she kills you if you have sex with her, so I will kill her. I mean, it's really sad that there's only one, like, character with this actress, this very beautiful actress, where I can marry her, but it's just the way it is. I wish that they bring her back, though, because, maybe they could have another good character with her that I will be more into. And then the assistant woman, I would hook up with her. I mean, she was just kind of there. She wasn't really much of a character because she got killed. But she was smart. She was smart enough to say, let's get out of Roanoke and not stay here. So I would be into hooking up with a smart girl like that. And lastly, I would marry the Black Dahlia because I would want to save her, Elizabeth Short. I would want to save her from going through what she went through. Her body was cut in half. And, who knows if she was, like, tortured or anything. I can't remember if she was tortured or not. But just the fact that she was cut in half. And then, obviously she was fucked up after she was dead. Like, all sorts of weird shit was done to her. Like, the guy fucking shoved stuff up her you-know-what. And it's like, oh, that's terrible. So, I would really like to marry her to save her from getting any of that stuff happening to her. And then also, she wanted to be an actress, and so I would cast her in a movie. Now, here's the last pairing. We have Hayden from season 1, Moira, the young maid version from season 1, and Ethel from season 4. I would hook up with Hayden because she was kind of a snake. And, she was very pretty. This is the only season that actress was in, I believe. But, like, she was, I really didn't like her very much, you know. Especially for the fact that she killed the dad in the finale of season 1. So that, the baby could be taken away by Constance. I mean, that was really terrible. And then Moira, the young version, I would marry her because she is so fine, this actress. I would live in Murder House just to be with her. So, and also, okay, well, actually, this is back when she was alive, because that's what she looked like when she was alive. So, you know, I would get with her before she had her heart broken, so that she wouldn't die in Murder House, and we would live out life together, and nothing bad would ever happen to her. But, like, yeah, she was really fine. Like, she is one of the finest TV characters I've ever seen. Like, really top-tier TV characters. And maybe even with movie characters, too. And lastly, I would kill Ethel, because that bitch has a beard, and I'm just not into that. And also, she has a really bad accent in this season. And so, like, I didn't really notice it when I watched it. You know, a lot of people did, and they said that they thought it was terrible at the time. But now that I've seen Kathy Bates in other seasons, and I think back about that season with that accent, I'm like, no thanks. Like, that accent was terrible. And so, like, yeah. But she was also, she was an okay character, but not as good as the other two, obviously. So anyways, next Saturday, I will be doing round 2. And I can't wait, because it is going to be really, really tough the next round. So please like this video and comment and tell me if you think I made the right decisions. And then please subscribe to our channel if you'd like to see more videos like this, because I really hope this isn't going to be one of those hour-long videos where I put all this work into it and then there's only like a couple of views. Like, that always sucks. Like, especially because for this one, you know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to look up and get 60 pictures and then edit them into this video. It's going to be a huge pain in the ass. So goodbye, everybody. See you soon.